Hi friends, welcome to QApedia, and this is our blog qapedia.com. Today we are going to cover an important interview question: why we cannot override a constructor. So if you want to understand this, why we cannot override a constructor, then we have to understand few things first, like what is overriding and what is constructor, because constructor overriding is made up of two words. One is constructor and other thing is overriding. So we will have to understand both the things, what is method overriding and what is constructor. So let's understand what is overriding or method overriding. So method overriding is a concept where one method overrides the other method. Okay, so how does it happen? So it happens when the two methods are completely same in their exterior. That means both the methods will have same name, both the methods will have same number of parameters, and both the methods will have same type of parameters. So if you will try to write this type of methods in same class, then that is not possible, and we can see that with an example. So let's see it with an example. So let's go to Replit, and in this Replit we have a project called Java Demo, and in this particular project Java Demo, we can do one thing. We can create a file, add file, and we'll give it a name as first class dot java, and that's it. So this file has been created. This file has been created. First class dot java. Now let's write the definition here: public class first class, and that's it. And here we can write a method called public static void main, and this is our method. Now if suppose I want to write, I will write a method here, public void add, and here what will we do? We'll write here system dot out dot print. So let's say this is our method, and now I want to run this method. So if I want to run this method, we have to run this method inside this main method, and for running this method we have to simply call this method, and we can call it something like this, but we are getting an error that this method is a non-static method because we are not using static keyword, and our void method is a static keyword, so we have to call it with some object. So we will have to create an object of this class, first class obj is equals to new first class, and with this object help we can call this method. So obj dot, and that's it. Now we are not getting any error, and then we can run this particular method also. It's not running. We have to write here java and then class name first class, and our method has run hello world and then 30. 10 plus 20 is 30. We are printing it. So this is how our method will run. Now what I want to do, I want to override this method. Okay, so I'll just copy this, and what I'll do, I'll make it 100, and so we are overriding this particular definition. This particular definition is being overridden here, so that's why we call it method overriding. But the problem here is that we are getting an error here, that duplicate methods are not possible in the same class. In the same class you cannot write duplicate methods, so method overriding is not possible in same class. So one thing is very clear, that method overriding is only possible when we will write same methods in different classes. Okay, and then only method overriding is possible. But then there is a question that two different classes which are not related to each other, if they have their own methods with same name, then and same parameter, then that is not method overriding, because both the methods have their own methods, and one method from one class is not overriding the methods from other class. Okay, so this type of concept only comes when the two classes are related to each other. That means a parent class and a child class. So let's understand method overriding and parent child class. So let's do one thing. Let's create one more class, and this class name will be second class dot java, and we'll write here public class second class, and we'll write here extends first class. Yeah, and that's it. This is how we will write our second class, and let's remove it. Now we should see it properly that this is our second class, and this second class is a child class of first class. Okay, there is a main method here. We are printing hello world, and then we are creating one object, second class object, and with that object we are calling a method called add, but there is no add method in this second class. So from where this add method is coming? It is coming from first class, and this is a property that a object of child class can call the method of parent class. Okay, now what will happen if suppose I'll run it, sorry, here I will write Java second class, and yeah, so what is happening? We are able to run it. We are able to run the method from first class, from parent class. Now what I'll do, I will write one more method in our second class. Okay, and what will that method be? That method also would be same like our first class method, but only thing, I'll change the values here, and I'll add one more c equals to, and this I'll make as d, and that's it. Okay, and we'll print here d. Now what I'll do, I will run this method. Now I will run this. So I'll just go here and I'll write here Java second class, and if I will run it now, then we are printing hello world, and then it is printing 600. Now this add method is calling this particular add method, and it is not calling method from first class. So what is happening? This add method in a child class is overwriting this add method of parent class. So child class method is overriding our parent class method. So this is called method overriding. Okay, so there are two different classes. Okay, both the class will have same method name, same methods. Okay, and that will be called and the method from child class will override the method from parent class. Now what is constructor? So constructor is a special type of method, okay, which has no return type and has same name of class name. Okay, so let's create a constructor here. Constructor of first class, if we will create, so we can write here public first class, yeah, public first class, क्या है? What is happening? Yeah, so this is our constructor. This is how we write our constructor. Okay, so this constructor will have a keyword, public or private, any access modifier, and then it will have the name. Okay, in case of method also we will have a name, Here also we'll have a name, but we will have to write some return type. But constructor will not have any return type. Okay, same thing we can do with second class also. Here also we can write a constructor, public second class, and yeah, that's how we can write. Now, and this is how constructor is defined. So it is a special type of method, that means it is also invoked, it is also executed. But constructors are executed or constructors are invoked as soon as the object is created. Object of the class is created, we don't have to invoke a constructor explicitly. So we created one object here of first class. So when we create this object, then what should happen? Then this particular constructor should get executed. How will we know? What will we do? Simply we'll write here some system.prompt system. Okay, we'll write it here, and we'll write constructor invoked, and we will remove everything else. We will remove hello world, we will remove object.add, everything will remove. We will run it, and then we'll go to shell, and we'll run this Java first class, and yeah, constructor invoked. So when we created a object, then our constructor was invoked. Okay, this is the rule for constructor. Now if I have to do constructor overriding, okay, then we will have to create two constructors in two different classes with same name and same parameters. That means if I want to override this particular constructor, then I will have to create this constructor in child class. So I will simply copy this and I will write it here. What is happening? I am getting an error. Return type of this method is missing, but I am saying this is a constructor, but this particular class is saying that this is a method because the name is different. So we cannot create constructor of first class in second class, in some different class. So this is a rule that we cannot create constructor of one class in some other class, and that is why constructor overriding is not possible. So we have a rule of creating customer that constructor should have the same name of class name. So we cannot create constructor of one class in some other class, and that's why constructor overriding is not possible. So constructors are tightly attached to a class, but methods are loosely attached to a class because the rules for declaring names for some methods are independent of class name. Irrespective of class name, we can write name of name method, any name method. Okay, and this is the reason why constructor cannot be overridden or constructor overriding is not possible. So yeah, that's it in this session. That's it in this particular topic. Thank you very much, guys.